I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh God. Sagittarius placements. This is a message for you. Okay, guys? Remember, this could be your energy. This could be the energy of someone you're connected to, or the circumstance. This reading may play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. It's not a timeless reading. It's very general. Take what resonates only and let the rest go. Guys, before we started the camera, I had a note of candle because I'm out of tea lights. So I had it going. All right, I'll show you a little bit of the evidence here. And I had it in too much of a shallow container. It started overflowing over and onto my antique space here. And that's the message that I heard clearly in my audio, that something is melting and it's losing its form and its shape, kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West, I believe, in The Wizard of Oz, right? It's like someone is losing their power, they're losing their substance and withering away, right? That's the message, okay, guys? And somebody is mad. Somebody is mad. During the pre-shuffle and meditative session, I kept getting that. That Knight of Swords, you know, in the reverse. Yeah, it's just like there's some sort of inability to say everything you want to say, but the anger is still there. And yeah, so I just feel, again, like something is closing out and something is losing form. And again, there is this sort of contention, or there's yeah, there could be some projections, or there could be some, you know, desire to no longer sit behind the scenes. Someone is ready to confront something or someone. That is what came through, guys. Aside from that, I'm also getting the energy that, and I don't know if anyone else feels this or not, but with the energy of Saturn and Pisces coming out of retrograde, moving direct, does it feel as if you've been in a deep slumber, like Sleeping Beauty or something like that, or you've been in a deep slumber, like in this Neptunian land, right? And all of a sudden there's a veil that's been lifted, or there is this clear way forward, and you're able to see through the illusion, or there is some major clarity that's coming in. Now, aside from that, some of you are very, very high level high priestesses, or you're embodying that energy, very tapped into the subconscious, or there may have been a period where you felt like you have not been. There has been some type of infiltration. Now, if that has happened, then something has melted. Something feels as if it's dissipating. Whatever that hold was, again, the glamour magic, there's something that has been lifted, right? And that could have a lot to do with this Plutonian, the Pluto energy, with Sagittarius, of course, Pluto being your natural 12th house, and with Mercury being there, there could have been a inability to communicate or to get clear messages over the past few weeks. And again, that could also be that Knight of Swords in reverse energy, where now there is this quickness of communication, or this clarity, right, as Mercury moves from Scorpio into your first house, okay, of Sagittarius, where there's going to be lightning quick channelings and information that's coming forward, okay? So what they want to say is that there is some type of balance that's being restored as you examine your motives and decide what path to take, a big choice. And you're going to come into this ability to choose, or this ability to discern, or to bring balance through tapping into your subconscious, or getting some type of advice or counseling from a high priestess or a shaman, or someone who is, again, a feminine energy, male or female, but a feminine energy, or someone who has a deeper understanding or knowledge, and it's going to enlighten, and it's going to bring something to the conscious mind for you that was lost, okay? But it's positive, all right? So that being said, yeah, there were a few other messages that they wanted me to say before we get started. The number 11 was significant, something about a ride, or a free ride. Someone tried to take a free ride, or again, something about timeline hopping, okay? You can't jump on a timeline until you completed your karma, right? And there's no free rides, they're saying. We also have something that you should know by now, something that you should have known by now, okay? Yeah, and that is what we have, guys. So we are going to call on some help. All-knowing source, divine spirit, archangels, guides, ancestors, ascended masters, 5D and above, my higher self, and my galactic team of the highest light and resonance, star races, star family, allow me to be the clear channel. And I call on all the directions, and I call on the power of Archangel Michael's flaming blue sword to dissipate, to dissolve, and to annihilate any interference, any energies coming through to cloud the channel messages, to cloud the discernment, and to interfere with my space or anyone that is connected to my space. And so it is. Allow me to be the clear channel to bring forth truthful, clear, precise messages for the collective. Allow me to tap into the energy of Sagittarius placements and bring forth the most healing and the most important messages for those who need them the most. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Guys, the sun is in Scorpio, and the moon is in Virgo, okay? This is a very, very important time. The Virgo and Scorpio energies are very similar, but this moon energy, this is about the details being illuminated, about what has been hidden, about what has been connected to Pluto, okay? And as we move around the 11th of this month into the energy of Mars, okay? Mars and Scorpio will be leaving Mars in Scorpio, okay, is going to create like a big bang, because it's going to there's going to be an opposition to Uranus and Taurus, okay? Depending on where these energies fall in your chart, you can expect something unexpected. And this only happens every 2 years. So think about where you were 2 years ago in respect to Mars, okay? And Scorpio and Uranus and Taurus. And I'm pretty sure there was something that happened that was unexpected, and you're going to look for that same energy to happen with this transit, okay? 11-11, and know that that's a portal energy as well. So these are important aspects for you to keep in mind, Sagittarius placements. And we're going to move forward with some divine guidance. Divine guidance for Sagittarius placements. Yeah, I'm hearing it again. I'm melting. I'm melting. Okay. Why is my pyramid sliding? Oh my goodness, the pyramid was sliding and it almost fell. That has to mean something. Okay. What's the divine guidance for Sagittarius placements? Please show me clearly. Okay. Okay, that was 2 cards, and I want a very clear message. 1 card, please, for Sagittarius placements, divine guidance. Okay. Nurture yourself first. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a wake-up call. Nurture yourself first. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a wake-up call. Okay? So let's go ahead and get the message. I feel like someone's had a wake-up call, okay? And nurture yourself first. It has a lot to do with being balanced, okay? Being balanced. In this image, I'm not sure why to see that like shadowy energy, you know, that's what's standing out to me, not the Eiffel Tower, not the, you know, people. It's more so like the shadowy energy. So there is some type of spiritual hygiene that's needed. There is someone who needs to possibly remove some dark energy from their space, like not surface level. I'm talking some deep, something deep needs to be done here. Or it already has been, okay? Take it as it resonates. And remember, all energy is fluid. It's not linear. So anything that I'm speaking of could have already happened. It could be happening to you now. It could be energies that I'm picking up on in the future. So nurture yourself first is the message. It's the divine guidance here. For Sagittarius placements. And that's number 11. Nurture yourself first. Number 11, okay? I won't make this up. We said in the beginning of the message, number 11 came through. And here it is again with nurture yourself first. Now, again, we're talking about that opposition with Mars and Scorpio and Uranus and Taurus, okay, on the 11th of November. 11 It's a portal, the 1111 portal. All right, nurture yourself. 11 is justice. 11 is your divine path and purpose. Okay, it's an opening for you, you know, and there's something here that needs to go, or that needs to be balanced out. Okay, that is yeah. Okay, so let's get that message for you. Nurture yourself first. Okay, it's time to stop overgiving to others, whether they're family, friends, or even co-workers. Turn your attention inward and give yourself what you need at this time. If you don't, you may become overdrawn, overwhelmed, overextended, all signs that you have fallen out of balance and need more nurturing and self-care. Check in with yourself. Are you being insensitive or unresponsive to your personal needs, physical, emotional, or spiritual? Are you overly concerned with the demands of those around you? Your divine energy is calling you to bring your life into balance by becoming more sensitive and responsive to your needs. Take time and make space for yourself without guilt or defensiveness. If you don't respond to your own needs first, you won't truly have energetics, fuels to love or assist anyone else. Your divine invitation, don't believe that it's better to give than to receive, and recognize that only when giving and receiving are in balance does life flourish for all. Self-care is the only way to advance your life at this time. Self-care is the only way to advance your life at this time. Okay, so do whatever it takes to care for yourself. Okay, do whatever it takes, you know, to prepare yourself for, like, next week. You know, that's for some. For some, it's just period. But there is some sort of, possibly some sort of big bang that could happen around the 11th, when that Mars, okay, in Scorpio, you know, opposes Uranus and Taurus. That energy is conducive of some type of shift, okay, some type of unexpected situation that could occur. And it's important for you to be balanced in general, but especially for this 1111 portal. You know, there's something that needs to be cleared. There's some type of hygiene that needs to be done. Again, like we said in the beginning of the reading, I do see the sun shining. I do see there being some type of positive energy or message or clarity or something that's putting you back on track, where the sun is clear. But I'm seeing you maybe getting advice, or maybe, you know, tapping in again, or working with a shaman, or getting some type of like advice from someone who's a mentor, that's going to be getting you back on track, right? So nurture yourself first. That is your divine guidance. Sagittarius placements. And now we are going to, yeah, again, you know, this is a wake-up call for some, or someone may have already had something that has taken place, all right, where it was a wake-up call, and it could have had something to do with some type of blow up, okay, or yeah. So let's leave it there, and get your faded overall energy. Let's get the faded overall energy for my Sages. And, you know, this message is for me as much as it is for all of you guys. To nurture yourself first. You know, whatever your goals are, it's important to not get caught up to where you have no time for the things that you actually love, for the things that you actually feel are part of your divine path and purpose. Even if you feel like what you're doing isn't supportive of the long game for your divine path and purpose, there is something that's clearly telling you, it's a wake-up call to nurture yourself, to cleanse yourself, to cleanse your space, to answer the call of what your higher self is telling you that you need to do for you so that you can better do what it is that you're trying to do, okay? So, yeah, this is where I want to be, and there's no place else for me, even if it's not in this form, but helping people in the physical, also helping people to find clarity. That's my heart, you know, and I work so much because I want to at some point create a sanctuary, a space, but in the meantime, how much I'm able to give to myself to do my spiritual work has been affected. So again, we need to all look at, you know, these spaces, these messages, and take what we can from them. You know, I guarantee you that there is something in every one of my messages for you, even if they are not, you know, plentiful. You know, some people put a bunch of messages out with dates and, you know, trying to be, you know, continue to be relevant. But that's, you know, not my goal. My goal is to bring quantity, not quality, not quantity. So anytime that you feel that you need a true message or some type of reminder, you can go to any of my messages, okay? Because they are timeless, and you can get a reminder, you can get a refresher, you can get a message, or you can get clarity. This I can guarantee, okay? Because it's coming straight from the heart. It's coming straight from the place of love. So, what's the overall, faded overall energy for this message for Sagittarius placements? We have the Emperor, okay? The Emperor, number 4. You know, 4s are about security and stability, and it connects with, you know, an empire, a home, a business, anything that's surrounding your security and your stability. It's protection, it's authority, okay? So now this could represent an Aries of significance, but the Emperor in the upright position, this speaks of being in control, being, you know, able to bring great ideas to the table. It's being able to work with others and to delegate. This is some type of security, you know, in business. In your home life, okay? This can represent a divine masculine, or someone that's in a position of power. So, so that's the faded overall energy here with the Emperor. Again, 4s are in stability. I just feel like that is important for some of you, very important. And there is some sort of taking back control of a situation. There is a maturity, there's a maturing of a specific space where there may have been, you know, some type of instability. So again, well, like someone may have felt like they were melting, or that they were losing their structure, or again, that could be what's happening to some sort of, again, entity or something that's been a shadow or a cloud, right? Like the Wicked Witch of the West, something is melting while something else is regaining their structure, right? Something that was lost from a situation is being regained. Okay, so we will leave that there and I'm gonna move on and get some messages for you. Bottom of the deck, we had the moon. Yeah, so there has been, again, some sort of confusion, right? Or something that has been purged or let go of surrounding, you know, an illusion or some sort of lack of emotional clarity. There is something that is gaining its structure back, okay? Well, things were cloudy, where, you know, there is some sort of borderline obsession, okay, possibly here, but nurture yourself first. This is also possibly, like, again, tapping in on a deeper level, okay, for some of you. But that's what's under the surface. That's what's under the surface. Seeing clearly through an illusion, or facing a fear, or getting a grasp on your intuition, or finding yourself in the labyrinth of your shadow space. But there's been a breakthrough, okay? An emotional breakthrough that has reminded you that fear is an illusion, and a purging of negativity, right? So that you can tap in truly to the messages clearly. Bad energy, negativity, leave that shit, right? So let's get this message in. I'm going to show you guys clearly what I see. What deck are we using? There's been an illusion, okay, here that's connected. I'm just gonna put both of these up here, connected to this Emperor energy. Whether that's standing in your power, whether that's a business, whether that is something where there is some type of leadership role. There's been cloudiness here, right? Or there's been, again, I still cannot help but see this. Nurture yourself first. That there's been a cloud. There's been a some type of entity. There needs to be a clearing on a deep level, okay? And I'm hearing malachite. So green, everything green. Somebody, that's a message for somebody. But yeah, we're going to do a Celtic cross, and we're going to get right to the root of this message to move you guys forward. Okay, Sagittarius placements. What is going on currently for you? Where are you at? The Lovers in reverse. This could be a separation. This can be some sort of ill-fated connection. If it's not a connection, then it's someone. It's a part of yourself that you just feel, you don't feel balanced. You feel confused. You feel as if you have made some bad choices. You're feeling separated from yourself. You know, again, there's where that nurturing yourself first comes in. The balance needs to be restored in some way. Okay. The Lovers, again, is Gemini, right? Some of you could have Gemini somewhere significant in your chart. Maybe in your first house, or maybe in your 11th house. Okay. I'm sorry, your 6th house. Your 6th house. Because the Lovers is number 6. All right. So, in the reverse position, this is the first card out for you. Okay. So something, you know, there's the apple in her hand. There's, again, whenever you have the apple, there's some sort of, deception, a poisonous situation. A situation feels poisoned. Okay. There's a poisonous, situation where the environment was poisoned and your mind was poisoned around a choice that you made. Okay. Again, remember, guys, energy is energy and everything is everything. So when the universe, the divine guidance is to nurture yourself first, and all I see in this image, not the avatar, not the couples, I see that cloud all around, right? Even if you feel like I said in the beginning, someone here is a high level high priestess. Someone has the ability to tap in deeply, but no one is adverse, or everyone has there is a possibility of having your energy infiltrated. Okay, so even if you're thinking you're getting or receiving an answer, that the answers that you're receiving have been interfered with. Okay, and that is why I would say that either, again, this Emperor represents someone's space, their body, right? Something needs a deeper cleansing or a removal of something that has infiltrated it, right? A choice factor has been interfered with here. Okay. Now, again, with the Lovers card there, currently, you know, there is a feeling of being unbalanced. It's a feeling that someone has to look into the mirror, find that balance, you know, focus on that duality, you know, within themselves. Or again, there was a huge energy here of deception that's connected with a Gemini placement, possibly. Because again, in the beginning of the reading, we kept getting that energy of the Knight of Swords in reverse. Again, there is some type of drama or words or energy, right? That was projected here, okay? But again, currently there is an imbalance, there is a separation, there is disharmony going on here, okay? Possibly with a relationship or a connection, but very possibly just something that you need to focus on energetically to bring yourself back into balance, okay? What's the obstacle? What was the challenge? What's crossing the situation of the Lovers? Could be a challenge or obstacle. It could be something that hopeful. And we have the Four of Wands, okay? Four of Wands in reverse, okay? So this is a broken promise, or there is something here that connects with the home, because the Four of Wands, and then we also have the Emperor, that's 4. And the Four of Wands is in reverse. So there again, we have the energy crossing your current situation, which is the Lovers in reverse. So this disharmony or separation, or this conflict, this, you know, poisoned choice, it connects with, again, Four of Wands, 1111, chaos, right? If you look at this image, it's just pure chaos everywhere. Some, you know, somehow, right? Four Wands. Again, we have Aries energy here again, but a lot of confusion surrounding a divine connection, you know, or a important connection, or confusion about whether a connection is divine or not, or whether it's karmic. I feel like something here is very, very karmic. But I feel like you know that, or you knew that. But there was poison surrounding something here, okay? Four of Wands in reverse, again. There is something about the transition, the natural transition of something that has been in disarray for a period of time. Now, it's not by coincidence. There's no coincidences at all in this universe, but I mentioned the 1111. That's when Mars is opposing Uranus and Taurus. Okay, wherever that is in your chart, whatever houses, you'll find out how significant that is for you, the degrees. But I mentioned that opposition, and 2 years ago, finding out how that affected you, the Mars and Taurus opposition, is coming around again on the 11th of the 11th month that we're in currently. So the obstacle, the conflict, the challenge, what's crossing this Lovers energy that you're in, Lovers in reverse energy that you're in right now, is this Four of Wands energy. And it is, again, Four of Wands is like 1111. It's 2 wands where you can enter through a portal. Okay, so I feel like something entered into your space. It jumped a timeline or something, or tried to, and entered your space, or a shadow entered your space a couple years ago, and it threw everything off balance. Something has come to a head right now for you currently with this energy, okay? And that could be a physical energy, a relationship that you're in, a marriage. This could be family, or this could just represent, again, your path. You know, the duality within yourself. But this Four of Wands here, over that, all of this chaos, Four of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing, meet me at the altar in your white dress. We ain't getting no younger, we might as well do this. Something is going to be confessed, or something was confessed, but yeah, it was like a rush to the altar or something like that. Someone's trying to jump timelines without doing the work, okay? So either way, I feel like there was some sort of chaos or fight or something. Again, it's just this is just representing the chaos, okay? That was the energy, okay? Or again, the Four of Wands also could represent a community, something to do with community, or your home, or your space, right? Wow. All right, so that is the obstacle here in the current situation. Something has changed or something. Yeah, there's a connection from 2 years to now, and there's connection with 1111, and there's connection with some type of union or the energy surrounding that, okay? Interesting. Okay. What is your conscious focus? What is Sagittarius's conscious focus? Your conscious focus is something that you feel like you have lost. Like feeling like that you misread the headlines, or getting a message out. Your conscious focus right now is there could be some doubts, okay? You know, feeling that you were misdirected, or your conscious focus right now is getting back on course. Because there was a confidence nudging here. There is something you felt confident about, you felt very sure about, and there could be a knock in the ego, or again, your conscious focus is the Six of Wands, okay? So, you know, there's something about not getting the recognition that you deserve, or some type of false advertising. That's your focus. Maybe, or there again is now for some, again, this is like, if there was almost a union or almost a marriage or some type of engagement or some type of like event that was supposed to take place where there was chaos surrounding it, then again, someone's focus, literally, if we're bringing it down to just like the details of life, that someone has to be focused now on, you know, if invitations were sent out, if there were announcements, and there were things that you have shared with people about this event or about this person or about this goal that you have for yourself, that's not happening. It's like, how do I fix this? Like, how do I get this back? You know, I feel like I have expressed things to people, or I've like going out dates, or, you know, I look like a fool, or there are things that I have to backtrack on, or how's this going to look, right? I gave this situation recognition. I gave the situation my time, and now I'm focused on how can I get that back? How do I reverse this? How do I, take time to retract everything, something like that. That's for like, if there's like literally an event that has happened, your focus is like, okay, boom, all of this is out. How do I get back from this kind of a thing? Again, on an energetic level, there is this kind of doubting the intuition, and how do I get back from something? How do I, figure this out kind of thing. And we have a lot of doubles here already. We have the Lovers, which is 6. We have the 6 of Wands, and then we have 4-4 in the reading already. And of course we have 11-11. So everything is just like double, 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 right? But it's just the Lovers in reverse. That's your current energy. And then what's causing that is the 4 of Wands in reverse, okay? There is some type of reflection, or there was some type of illusion around what you were choosing or what you were doing. But it's very important with this 11-11 portal that you look back 2 years, because there's something that is connected to that this year with that Mars and Scorpio opposition to Taurus and Uranus and Taurus. So something unexpected, okay? What is the root? What's the subconscious energy surrounding this situation? Temperance and the 7 of Wands. Wow. They're surrounding this Lover's energy that you're currently in. The root of the issue, the root of the situation subconsciously, it's like a lethal injection, a lethal dosage, okay, of force. Something has given it all that it had to inject and break down the barriers, so to speak. But what I'm also getting from this is that on a subconscious level, you are good, okay? This is Archangel Michael. This is your angels, guides, ancestors here, okay? Defending the barriers, right? This is also, again, alchemy, being able to transmute whatever this is. It's like you transcend. Like, you have the ability to you can take a lot, is what they're saying. You can take a lot, okay? And everything is as it should be. You're highly protected, fiercely, and this is like a synchro-synced type of energy, right? With the Seven of Wands, it's like the more challenged you are, the more protected you are, the higher you rise, the more pressure creates diamonds, alchemy, gold, right? So at the root of the situation, you're protected, okay? It's like over my dead body or something like that. It's like whatever was poisonous to the situation, it was meant to be that way. Some energy was kind of lured in to see if they would push past the barriers of someone that is angelic, or someone that is chosen. It's like someone knew that it was a lethal dosage, or that they were infiltrating, but somehow they thought that it was their right, or that they could jump timelines without doing the work, or that something will be forgotten, but it was not forgotten. That's the root of the situation. That's the root of the situation, okay? So at the root of the situation, definitely have a Leo, Sagittarius energy. Number 14 reduces to 5. At the root of it, the universe knows that someone here is strong, like that they could take a lethal dosage of whatever and still learn the lesson, or get the, something had to happen. Or there was some type of like bogarting of somebody's purpose or path or something like that. But it was never really threatened. It was never really threatened, but it had to happen. It's like someone is going to be met at the gate or something like that. Okay. What's behind you? Justice. Justice. Yeah. Well, okay. What's behind the situation with the Lovers in reverse is justice, right? Number 11. It all points back to 11. And whatever this imbalance is surrounding a connection or surrounding your energy, okay? It's like the scales were balanced. Something was your divine path. This is conducive, indicative of someone's heart being weighed against the weight of a feather and all being well, okay? So this could have something to do with interference of a contract. Path being clear. Lessons had been learned. Someone was standing in their truth. And someone was balanced. That's the past energy. Mayat. Okay? So something shifted. Okay? Again, with 11 energy, again, there could be something significant with last November 2023 or November 2022. But that's the past energy, okay? There's been a shift from this balance to now where we're in this Lover's energy in reverse. And a lot of chaos. Subconsciously, there's a knowing, right, of protection, and but consciously, there is like this ego. There's like, okay, how do I come back from this? How was I wrong? How do I backtrack? How do I circumvent, you know, what others may think? Things like that. Okay. What's the future energy? Ooh, the Emperor in reverse. Interesting. So the faded overall energy is the Emperor in the upright position with the moon. That's hidden, right? The future energy here is the Emperor in reverse, okay? So I do feel like there's an energy of someone who is protected, divine, being in their assertive, protected energy, great ideas, coming back into solidity, foundation. But then there's also an energy here of the Emperor in reverse. So I just feel like for me, this kind of speaks of, more so the imagery is telling me that where there have felt like there have been boundaries or doors have been closed, like where one door closes, another opens. You know, that's why this is in reverse, because I feel like where there's been the door has been closed in a situation, or you feel as though something was ill-fated or trickery or poisoned, a new door is going to open, okay? And there also could definitely be some sort of revelation about some sort of infiltration, about a masculine energy that was a user, or that was completely off kilter, right? Emperor in reverse is someone who does not have any support, that is alone due to shady dealings, due to lack mentality. Someone who is overstepped their boundaries when it comes to energetics and power, right? Someone who tried to jump onto your timeline that didn't belong there. This could also be deciding to walk away from some sort of partnership or business situation that did not give you the respect that you deserved, or something is just going to crash and burn and fall away. Someone's losing their power. Or there's been, again, where there's been avoidance, or there's going to be something coming to light about this energy. Someone pretending like they were an emperor, or like they could lead, or that they could or hiding something about a ruthless nature. Again, someone is melting, someone is losing their structure, someone is actually adverse to the matriarchy. They want to poison the matriarchy. They have false lips. This is someone who secretly abhors the feminine. There's going to be some information that's coming out about this in the future. Yeah, bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Emperor and the 8 of Cups, an illusion, right? Lies. Someone is hopeless. I'm hearing woe is me. With the Emperor and the 8 of Cups together and in reverse, this is like, I don't understand my own desires. I don't understand my own actions. I don't want to face my own actions. I don't want to face why I am lacking, why I've lost control, why no one wants to work with me. I don't understand why I'm hopeless. Why I'm being rejected. Why certain aspects are withdrawing from me. Why I'm abandoned. Okay? So in the future, there is going to be doors opening up as information comes in about the actions of authority figures or of why there were certain illusions around surrounding certain accomplishments, that there should have been some sort of like emotional fulfillment or satisfaction around accomplishments. The illusion is lifting. But only after some type of deep ejection of energy that does not belong. A clearing, an intense clearing of your space and nurturing of yourself. What's your attitude around the situation? The world in reverse. Like you felt that there was some type of repetition, that there was, that you remember this energy, that it felt very karmic, very cyclical, and restrictive, right? The world is number 23. I'm sorry, number 21. I don't know where that came from, of the major arcana. So there is a lack of closure, right? There were doubts, but there's been a revelation that there's been an infiltration and that needs to be addressed, okay? So the attitude here is getting your own closure, you know? Something is gonna be left incomplete, and that's okay. What's the environment? How does someone feel? Oops, a lot of cards. What's the environment? How does the energies around you feel? The Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, so someone in the situation feels that you are coming out of an illusion, or you're coming out of some type of spell, right? That the binds are being untied or unloosened. You know, all the swords have been thrown at you, been pulled out, right? The Nine of Swords in reverse, you know, speaks of the fact that there has been a period where there has been sleepless nights or, you know, infiltration in the fourth dimension, that there has been some type of cloud or attachments, that there's been anxiety or fear or shadows of significance, right? And there's been some type of injection, right? Injection into your space. There has, but you've been protected the whole time. You've had to go through this process, and you're coming out of something here, okay? There's going to be a broader vision of the truth here, and there's going to be some sort of revelation, big revelation energy, okay? Someone knows that you know the truth, or that you understand the significance of something here, okay? Again, this person could have Gemini in their chart significantly here, but they know that you know, and that you are aware, or that you are coming into some type of knowledge about them, that like you were always the strength, or that something that you always had was targeted. And that was the illusion here. The Lovers in reverse. Poison around decisions relating to a connection, or to how you saw yourself, or how you saw someone else. Someone had nothing to offer here, and they know that you know that now, okay? And this could be a relationship, this could be a business situation. But be prepared for Uranus to show you something big with this 11-11 energy. Again, 11-11, 6-6, 4-4. In this message, we have strong Aries energy. We have strong Gemini energy, Sagittarius, Leo, all the fire signs, okay? And of course, we have Saturn, Mercury. We also have Libra, okay? And then we have Pisces. What are your hopes or fears? Hopes and fears are that, you know, the 0 point, you know, that there's a reset that's taking place. That you can put something to rest, or something was resurrected and it died, but you're wanting to put something to rest here and prepare to jump, prepare to take off through the portal. Yeah. These are your hopes, right? And it's funny because we just got finished talking about this 11-11 energy of the Mars opposition with Uranus in Taurus, and that is the full energy, Uranus, right? And in Aries as well. So something's being laid to rest, and, you know, someone's able to go ahead and make it through this portal after removing some dead weight or some entity that tried to jump timelines and make it through the portal with them, but they're not going. Something's being laid to rest. See there at the end, someone tried to get through, that's being laid to rest, and you are moving through this portal. And that is your hope, you know. What's the outcome for the situation? What's the outcome for Sagittarius placements? Look at what house is Uranus in for you? What sign? That's going to be important as well. Your potential outcome is the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And this is all about investments. It did come out in reverse, okay? It's about investments. It's about putting in the hard work. It's also about, as I said, that 4411 was on the clock. This is all about grinding. Grinding. In alignment. You got me shining. Grinding, grinding, and aligning. Something like that. Something about aligning, working hard, and getting in alignment. I know that was, gosh, I don't know the Neptune or something like that. But this is about your outcome here. It's about grinding all that you put in, and not feeling like a failure, not letting certain situations destroy your trust. I do feel like this could mean that, you know, you're no longer going to be working for anyone else. You're going to be working for yourself. You're going to be reevaluating a lot that comes in a connection with your stability and all the illusions that go along with that. Lack mentality, scarcity mindset. You know, this is Taurus energy. Specifically, the Seven of Pentacles is Saturn in Taurus. So this is all about lessons, okay, regarding trust, and lessons regarding lack and failure and your career. I feel as though not getting what you deserve, or investing in the wrong things, resting in the wrong things that's not in alignment with what's going to get you to this emperor status, right? And I feel like that means working for other people. This may represent your outcome, meaning that you will be working for yourself, or that you will be, this is the way you have to invest in yourself so that you can get the profit, so that you can get the reward, so that you can get the growth and the turnover. You know, and that goes to work, and it also goes to connections, right? Because the Lovers is at the center of your reading. It's in reverse, okay? So whatever poisoned your choices, whatever took you off of this past energy, right? Justice, balance, into the Lovers in reverse with the Four of Wands in reverse. Feeling as if something had to end, or something had to, whatever you gave recognition to, it was false. All right. This is what's bringing you to this outcome. It doesn't necessarily have to represent a relationship, but it totally could. It doesn't have to represent work, but it totally could. I feel as though you are being mindful of what you're giving your value to, what you're investing in, certain relationships or certain people. You're reevaluating all of it, right? While you nurture yourself and come back into alignment with who you are, right? And when you do that, these energies around you, these entities, they will melt. They are melting. They're getting called out. They're not jumping timelines with you, and they're not making it through the portal. And that's your message. They want me to clarify a couple of these cards. Starting out with your future energy. Why is the Emperor in reverse with the Eight of Cups for the future? Okay, because there's something that is being knocked off, period. Okay, there's going to be an arrest, or there's going to be, again, whether it's in the physical world or that this is a spiritual, universal law coming at play, right? Someone thought they were going to make it past the barriers, right? Past the gates on your chariot. But this also speaks about some sort of bending of free will here. This Emperor, Eight of Cups, right? Someone angry, or someone at lost. yeah, there's going to be information that comes out. You're going to see this for yourself. Someone is going to be doing time, serious time, for a violation of extreme measures. And that's why I heard woe is me. But the Chariot over here on top of this definitely could be Cancer energy, or this could be, again, the repercussions of Kali or the Great Mother. Okay? Yeah, for some type of dark magic, or infiltrating the space of someone divine, or poisoning somebody's like space, or tapping into the Akashic records, or interfering with someone else's guides, or trying to jump timelines, period. This is what it is, right? This is what it is. Okay, so we're going to also clarify your attitude about the situation. Why is the world in reverse? Yeah. You know, something was very, very karmic. You recognize the cycle, and how restrictive something was. And this energy here, your attitude is that there was a confusion between what was balanced and what was not. It was an illusion. Two of Cups. There is no balance, no true balance in this situation. True harmony. In true harmony, there isn't restrictions. There isn't confusion. In true harmony, there is health and partnership and attraction within a harmonic space. But to clarify this world in reverse, there's a lot of doubt, and that's not true balance. Okay? The final card that we're going to clarify, well, not the final card, we're going to clarify this potential outcome, but we want to clarify this 9 of Swords in reverse, how someone sees you as coming out of an illusion, or coming out of some sort of introspection, or coming out of some binds and coming into revelations. Clarify that. Oh, yeah. The lights were out, right? Okay, there could have been some sort of help that someone was receiving from someone older. But what I'm getting from this is that someone thought that you wouldn't see that they were in isolation, right? And the Hermit in the upright position is all about going into like seclusion and asking for higher guidance. This is someone that was not asking for higher guidance. They were in isolation, maybe even depressed, but they were hoping to pull the wool over someone's eyes here. Someone was in a dark night of the soul, but not facing their shadows, trying to timeline jump, all right? And they have come to the realization that you realize this. Someone is possibly on the run from their own karma. Wherever you go, there you are. Okay. So this is what someone knows. Okay. Could be a Virgo significance. Gemini. Clarify the Fool as to your hopes, which is to make it through this portal, and to dead something once and for all. Yeah. To dead something once and for all, right? A false offering, lies, corruption, a false start, deaded. Okay, something's died, is not making it through the portal. Okay, going at it alone, 0 point fresh start. Stargate. Someone's attempt at whoa, okay. So what is the, I don't know what this is. I didn't even ask a question. Let's see what these are. Oh, yeah. There's been a return to sender. There's been a return to sender. There's been a reversal here of an illusion. There's been a reversal. This just came out on its own. I didn't ask any questions at all. But now someone's all alone, right? Someone tried to, you know, time travel on ice through the roll of the dice, like everything they betted on has flipped and been shattered on, pretty much. I mean, there is like a loss of interest, a complete withdrawal, right? Everything's getting returned to sender here. Lost, hopeless. And to clarify the potential outcome, why it's the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. What's the potential outcome here for Sagittarius, please? Oh. Yeah. There is a complete rebellion. There is a complete exposure of a hypocrisy, okay? And again, I just feel like something is over, and that is actually positive. There's, you know, a shooting out, right? Uranus, Aries energy of new potential, right? Through the portal. And the potential outcome is that there's going to be exposures, and there's going to be some sort of trial, right? Where people are going to have to answer for what they've done. Misuse of power. loss of respect. And that power is going to be redistributed where it belongs. Okay? Wow. And there's going to be this new surgence of creative flow coming back into your relationships, back into your body, new energy back into your divine path and purpose, right? This is all about purpose and power. That creative sexual energy is going to be dispersed back where it belongs. Okay, so this is a new business. This is a fresh start. This is divine blessing of creative flow and potentiality. Okay, this is magic being, alchemy, being restored through all that has taken place. Okay, there is growth, right? That's evident. Okay, and it's beautiful because there is this energy that you're dealing with now that is very prevalent in terms of getting back to the balance, getting back to balance. 1111, okay, portal energy is very, very strong here. Timeline jumping is very, very prominent here. There's also this energy of understanding your motives, choices, relationships, and getting back to your stability, right? And that comes through nurturing yourself first. Nurturing yourself first. Working with your higher self or with someone who is trusted and powerful. And that can help you remove certain energies or entities from your space so that you can get back to your magic. Okay? And that is your reading. That is your reading. Let's get some cards for you. We have, you're so deep and beautiful. You're so deep and beautiful. Our connection fuels my creative energy. My connection fuels our connection fuels my creative energy. Okay, so when I think of what's coming in for you and who that could possibly be, we have a lot of fire. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, anyone with Uranus highly aspected in their chart, possibly even Cancer. All right, so this is the energy. There's someone or some parts of yourself or some partnership, right, that you are manifesting or that you're moving toward or that is happening now for you, okay, where there is a creative flow or synergy that's taking place, okay? But you just need to rebalance yourself, nurture yourself from some situation that has thrown you off balance or something that had poisoned some decisions that you made. But this is pushing you all in the right direction. At the root of the situation and subconsciously, you are divinely protected, okay? Even if there was a lethal injection of something, okay, that, tried to infiltrate your space has always been guarded by the highest of the highest, right? Archangel Michael, Metatron. Ooh. So, what else? What else for Sagittarius placements? Okay, just got a good little chunk that came out. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way. I see that energy in your reading. I'm down if you are. I feel like someone just knows how protected they are, and like they go into situations knowing that they're gonna get pulled out, you know? Or their guides push them in these situations for lessons, or also just to test the opposition as well, to see how far that they would take it. I see how far you go, I see how far you take it. I'm down if you are. I had to learn the hard way. It says, you passed all of my tests, okay? All right, whether that's your higher self or the higher realms, or that's some adverse or some adversary that was testing you. Either way, you passed all the tests. It says, I always turn the car around. That's your guide. So you're never alone, right? Or this is aspects of yourself that you have to not do, right? And I always turn the car around, right? This is like the energy of always being there for people, always going back, right? That's not what it takes to have balanced relationships. You know, you have to nourish yourself first. So maybe don't turn the car around. Two things aren't in my DNA, fake or hate, right? And I feel like that is what was infiltrating your timeline. Someone that has fakeness or hate in their DNA. You helped me escape my reality. Yeah, someone tried to jump timelines with you and thought that they were baited in by your guides, actually. How far would they go, right? How far are they going to go on my Sagittarians timeline? How far do they think they're going to go? Like, before they think that they're not going to, like, have to deal with their karma or face their shadows. Yeah, you help someone escape their reality. Someone was, like, in a delusional state. And let's get a few more here for Sagittarius placements. Okay, and that'll be the last stack. It says, truth be told, your love kept me alive. Wow. Yes, your love kept me alive. That can mean so many things. Take it how it resonates. But in terms of this whole timeline jumping or this whole poisoning of someone's space, right? I feel like I said, someone is a high-powered, a high priestess. Someone is very tapped in, but somewhere along the line, there was an infiltration. So what information you thought you were getting from your higher self, you weren't. And that's okay. Maybe you thought you cleared some things out, but you have to go deeper. And that's why someone's going to be working with a high-level alchemist or spiritualist or shaman to get that done once and for all. It doesn't diminish how tapped in you are, but sometimes things get in, especially when you are protected. You're a target. So it says, truth be told, your love kept me alive. There's someone who's been staying alive off your energy. They've been siphoning. And now that energy's cut off, someone's going to be melting like the Wicked Witch of the East, right? Of the West, right? That's the confusion, right? And it says, your love is like a black hole. Infinite dark matter. And then we have Chiron, right? So, a wound, a deep, deep wound, right? Give me a card on Chiron. Give me a card on Chiron. It's Chiron. Yeah, it's Saturn. Someone who has Chiron in Capricorn, possibly. or they have Saturn and Chiron conjunct, or someone has a lot of prominent Saturn in their chart, maybe their first house, that wound is around the lesson, right? And it could have something to do with power, control, obsession. Give me one more around Chiron. What is Chiron? Aquarius. Aquarius, someone with Saturn in Aquarius, or Aquarius, highly aspected, or yeah, Uranus, Chiron conjunct or something like that. This has a lot to do with this is like higher realm stuff, like real galactic stuff as well. And then we have Taurus, 20 degrees. Uranus and Taurus, wow. Moon in Taurus, Mars in Taurus. So this is the Chiron. Someone got Chiron in Taurus, Chiron in Uranus, Chiron in Capricorn. That will be wounds around finances, worth, value, wounds around the collective groups. Saturn and Capricorn, there would be wounds around power and control. Yeah, and there's something here definitely to do with some sort of illusion, magic. In a past life, someone just disregarded free will. Yeah. But we'll leave that there. And bottom of the deck, we have, I said all the things you wanted to hear. So let's end with some divine messages. There's definitely a tower. This card is just hanging out, flipped in the reverse, as I was shuffling. A revolt, right? There is a huge blow up. There is a huge tower, divine intervention. Number 16 reduces to 7. That is a tower energy, right? 7 is about something very divine taking place, serendipitous, so to speak, right? The revolution won't be televised. This is all about a siege, some type of rebellion, right? War. Something's blowing up, whether it's, you know, this 11-11 energy, be prepared, right? With the Mars opposition to Uranus and Taurus. Okay. Number 7, 11-11, be prepared for something happening, okay? Whether it's online, whether it's something to do with like views, whether it's something to do with something that you see that's happening globally, relationships, but there is going to be some type of something's going to go viral possibly. But this is Mars. okay? And this is Mars in Scorpio, opposing Uranus and Taurus. So it's unavoidable, that's for sure. Divine advice to end the reading for Sagittarius. And we have captivate, right? An instant attraction, mesmerizing, high, right? Influence, trance, spellbound. Now, this also, right? For me, can represent some type of instant attraction because we have the Virgo energy on the bottom of the deck. Now, Venus is leaving Virgo and moving into Libra, so this could definitely have something to do with love or something coming in quick. Like Venus, in terms of Libra energy, it's all about like an instantaneous mental connection or something that connects with relationships, right? So again, it's details coming in after Venus leaving Virgo, right? Where all of the details mattered in terms of the bigger picture. So it's Venus going into Libra, where it's like a breath of fresh air in terms of how we're communicating within relationships, more so. Not necessarily love relationships, but it could represent any type of like friendships, etc. So there could be some type of like huge, like instant attraction there. But for me, this is mostly speaking about your potential outcome, right? There is a spark of new potential here that is like huge, all right? Now this could also represent something that has a lot of people captivated, right? A big boom, a big bang, a big announcement. This could be something that's happening with you. This could be something that is happening around you. But ultimately, you know, this is going to have the ability to suck people in, to change minds, right? This could also be you working with, again, a high level priestess or a spiritualist or a shaman, right? And getting something that's been deeply, deeply, deeply embedded into your energy. Even if you thought that you removed it, even if you thought that things were going fine, there was something that was deeply tethered that you, again, this captivating card, it also represents being high, right? This could be some sort of like natural substance, ayahuasca or mushroom, something that you are taking, and it may not even be a substance. It could just be at a deep level state of trance or meditation where you are going to be annihilating or obliterating something that's been attached, and that's going to allow you to get back on track, right? Where you have always belonged, all right? It's like a whole reversal that's taking place 2 years ago to now, all around, inside out. It's like you're going to go into a space that takes you back and brings you forward, back into the now, where you've never left. Where there was a theft. And there will finally be something to share. They wanted something to talk about. The universe is saying, let's give them something to talk about. One more card. One more card. I said one more card. One more card to end this message for Sagittarius placements. We have the Spirit of the Crystal Ball. Future. Predictions. Divination. After going on this trip to, again, nurture yourself, cleanse yourself, get back to who you are, nothing will ever be more clear.